Hi there, everybody. I'm Toy Bonnie, and also welcome back for another brand new video and also live stream. Yes, I'm Toy Bonnie, and that's me, everybody. And also, I'm the toy version of Bonnie, and also pretty much, or should I say, the different version of Bonnie. But y'all can call me Toy Bonnie. So anyway, yeah, I'm pretty much am Toy Bonnie, and yeah, I'm one of the toy animatronics, and also pretty much with the toy animatronic band that is known as Toy Freddy, Toy Chica, Mangle, and BB, or even especially the puppet. So anyway, for me, by the way, I'm doing pretty amazing myself, and my name is Toy Bonnie, and also be sure, like as always, comment, subscribe, hit the bell to be notified, so way that you guys will not miss a single video that comes on this channel. So anyway, if you guys enjoy this Five Nights at Freddy's channel, we will pretty much will give you about a good things what happens on this Five Nights at Freddy's channel, and just see what you guys feel free to enjoy. And if you guys are a Five Nights at Freddy's fan, then come on down and join the channel, and also join the channel and join us with the Fazbear Band or Fazbear family to enjoy a good time. Yeah, you get to be talking to one of us, the animatronics, or pretty much you can like hang out with security guards or just animatronics occasionally usual. But yeah, so again, I'm clearly am Toy Bonnie, and I'm also a guitarist, and also pretty much does have a guitar. So anyway, again, you guys can just call me Toy Bonnie, or just for whatever that you guys feel free to do so. But yeah, and for me, by the way, I'm actually doing pretty good. And speaking of doing good, I actually been hanging out with Toy Freddy lately, and he likes to think if there's like a good joke into a ring that he was mentioned about some scrumpets and crumpets and tea, which I really am not kind of a fan of, but at least he actually has a good kind of a good thing for having some kind of thing. Even if he's British, then well, he's at least just enjoying some good tea. And well, as in for a good thing, by the way, as I actually did want to say, by the way, is that well, our next entertainment for like entertaining the children or just entertaining, well, I have to see that. Well, I had to talk to David Parks on the other day. I had to talk to him, and well, what did David Parks' reaction was that well, he said our performances has been doing pretty bit pretty bit standard, pretty bit standard on like the balance of having a good standard, just entertaining the children and just like performing like good amount of good ways. It's like have some good fun into a Freddy Fazbear's Pizza joint into the second location, and we think that we've been doing pretty good lately. So I think I have to say that well, he did say that by the way that of course that well some good things were coming around with that by the way, just coming along around with like the good things and the good casual that we've been pretty bit awesome at some stuff, just been doing pretty good. So clearly or not that well, we've been doing pretty good, and as in for a matter of late that well, we've been doing pretty good and just like did like the best we could and just did like the best we've always been doing. And yeah, so clearly again or state the fact that well, yeah, so well, I actually did want to say by the way that well, Toy Chica and Mangle have been doing pretty okay lately since we've actually already been moved into the second location. And yeah, I do say that the young visits were pretty nice by the way. They seem pretty okay, but they seem pretty nice. And then as in for Unwithered Freddy and the Unwithered game, I think they were pretty okay, by the way. I think they were pretty alright at the point that they were okay. So yeah, I did say that they were pretty alright. They were just okay. But I have to say compared with me and Unwithered Bonnie, by the way, well, we seem that we have both have good standards, like using guitars, by the way, just like entertaining children or just like, just having a good amount of good thought into like some good depth into some good things in there and just have like some good ways around to just enjoy the good show and good everything. And well, as we can see, by the way, that well, we actually do seem to get along with the young women's just all right. By the way, we do seem to get along with the young women's just all right. By the way, and also hello, John, and also hello, John Productions 2023. How you doing, by the way? And I'm gonna just type in the chat for me. By the way, I'm just gonna type in and just say is hi, John. Okay, hold on. We just have to type in the name just right. Okay, and there we go. I says, hi, John. And also, my name is Toy Bonnie. Nice to meet you, John. And also, nice to meet you, by the way. And yes, I am a toy version of myself and also a Bonnie version of myself as a toy, but just myself as a toy animatronic. So nice to meet you there, John. It's finally nice to get to meet you and just have to get some good amount of good fun to the band. So again, nice to meet you, John. And if you guys have not checked on Toy Freddy's live stream, by the way, on our channel, totally go ahead and check it out, by the way, because go ahead and check it out. He was like having like a British accent. Just if you guys do or don't know that his accent was pretty bit British, so pretty much you guys could understand or don't understand his voice exactly about his voice chip being different or whatever. But our voice chips are being differently changed by the engineers on some other point that our voice boxes. We seem to be pretty bit aware of our voice boxes. If it seems to be damaged or doesn't get the right voice in, then that's when the engineers like David Parks might have to like help out to the situation and steps in, by the way, to just get the engineers to fix our voice boxes. Because due to our our glitch systems, by the way, or for what reason that we have. Oh, and what John said, by the way, hey Toy Bonnie, have you heard of this new horror movie? Well, it's like FNAF. Also, this movie is called Freddy's Fridays. Well, just go to Google and search Freddy's Fridays so you can see the poster. Oh, okay, okay. Well, I'll maybe seem to take a look at that, John. I may seem to take a look at that. Hmm. All right. Well, okay. Well, if you say so, man, I'll actually will take a look at that. And I will pretty much not be mentioning about names as well. I only will just be mentioning about like old names, like Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, Foxy. I will actually will stick to that, and so would Mike. I will pretty much stick to that. Willie Napkin and Purple Guy. I'll just say those names. But as for other newer names that I don't understand about, well, I just don't clearly like to break fourth walls at the point because fourth walls aren't just allowed, by the way, because they're not allowed to break fourth walls because we're not allowed to do that. If we actually did seem to break fourth walls, then that's clearly on us. If we actually did break the fourth wall, so we just can't like mention too many names at some other point in time. We just actually like to stay with the original timeline of the basic, the original, and just kind of stick along with the original. If you guys know what I mean by the original of the timeline. So anyway, that's just all I have to say, by the way. And yeah, it's been a long time, by the way, John. It's been a long time since you haven't like got into a Five Nights at Freddy's stream for a while. I mean, clearly again, Toy Freddy's actually was pretty okay, but it seemed pretty bit alright. As I actually won't blame Toy Freddy, but I actually do say that Toy Freddy's more like a leader in our band. By the way, he's more of a leader in our band. I do say that me and him have different basic standards. That he does have a microphone, I have a guitar, and just like have a different original ability. Just to say that we have like different cinemas that we pretty much have like both raised. Like say that we are both at some leaders exactly the point of our band. But at least Toy Freddy's always honest. He's at least pretty bit honest, but he's not pretty dumb. He's just pretty bit honest. Even if he has a British accent, which we could already understand what he says or doesn't understand, then that's when we probably might know why exactly. So, anyway, and as it for Toy Chica, well, she seems to pretty much be okay as long as she was looking on her phone, by the way. I mean, I did look at Toy Chica, by the way, and see what she was doing. And yeah, Toy Chica seemed pretty okay as long as she was like, being alright on her phone. But, I did take a look on Toy Chica, by the way, and she was pretty okay. She was just like hanging around the tables, just hanging around like next to the window exactly, like looking what she's looking on her phone about. I don't know if she's like listening to music or just like watching something funny or trying not to laugh challenge. I don't know what she was even doing, but at the time I was just trying to look to see what she's doing. Oh, anyway, what John also did say, by the way, was Freddy's Fridays is a bit different than the FNAF movie. Well, the Freddy's Fridays poster looks like the FNAF movie poster, but the whole movie is different than the FNAF movie. Ah, gotcha, gotcha. Okay, gotcha. All right, well, that's understandable. All right, I'm gonna just say is yeah, I'm gonna say is that one. Gotcha. All right. Well, thanks for actually telling me about like Freddy's Fridays. Well, I'm gonna have to take a look on Google and see what it is, and then I'm just gonna like take a look at it. Not only just being like opening it, by the way, like going out to a percent. I'm only just gonna look on the thing I'm going to take a look on Freddy's Fridays. Well, anyway, let's take a look what we have. Oh, Freddy's Fridays. Oh, let's take a look here. Whoa, what the heck? Wow, holy goodness. Wow, that is like, no way. No way did this happen. Wow, that is crazy. Wow, very crazy. I mean, not gonna lie though, but man, whoever thought of that idea would have been more of something of a genius. Like saying is coming up with a different brand idea by saying is Freddy's Fridays. Wow, Freddy's Fridays, huh? Wow. I mean, okay, Freddy's Fridays. Well, seems to be impressive enough or whatever, but seems to be impressive. So, I mean, at the point in time and time well-being, I'd say is, wow, that is crazy, all right. That's just crazy. I mean, for real, y'all. I mean, that's just crazy to say is Freddy's Fridays. All right. Well, I mean, at the point, I'll be sure to look at the trailer and see if it actually does kind of look like a different version of it. But, all right. Well, I'll take a look at that sometime. I'll take a look at that sometime. So, anyway, another story I want to tell you guys about was that Mangle. Well, for Mangle, she was actually okay. She was like doing her accent like of being a pirate, like being all ladylike of a pirate. She was just like doing all right. I mean, she was like okay. She was just like all right in her cove. I mean, she was just hanging out with her Foxy the other day. I actually just saw Mangle in Kids Cove. That I just saw her in Kids Cove. I was about to like ask her a question and just tell her to say is like, to say is when's lunch ready? Like, I was actually wanting to get her to like something for lunch, like to say is like have some pizza or just have something that we have like in the storage or something around in the second pizzeria establishment in our location at the point of like, just say how hungry Mangle wants to have her food. I don't know. I mean, I was talking with a Foxy the other day and just say is, well, what is Mangle is up to, by the way, which I always talked to Ungwilla Foxy, and well, he did talk to me and said he said was, Yar, well, Toy Bonnie, I think that Mangle was just all right. She was just like telling me to say it was, gotta look for some treasure chests, or maybe just like imagine the story, which I did kind of got the story from Ungwilla Foxy, but Mangle was just kind of okay at her side of the time that she was all right, just like saying that she was imagining like some treasure that she would like to go on an adventure with Ungwilla Foxy in a pirate ship, which I know it's a little bit different at the time of the story, but hey, I mean, it's a random story. I mean, we won't probably get the story how that actually makes some sense. And well, as in for like Ungwilla Freddy, well, I actually did talk to him on the other hand and said why not play an Uno game? And then I actually did accept the dare to challenge Ungwilla Freddy to an Uno game, and you guys know what happened? Who won this time? Well, it was Ungwilla Freddy. He actually beat me in Uno and a fair game, by the way. Well, he actually kind of did beat me in Uno, which it kind of sucks that I lost to him on Uno. Which I mean, yeah, I mean, clearly that Uno, man, that sucks. Really sucks. So hey, Toy Bonnie, if you're wondering what are the animatronics monsters are in the Freddy's Fridays, well, there is four animatronics. There is Freddy the Rabbit, Humpty Dumpty, Clown, and Scarecrow. Huh. Well, what do you know? I mean, okay. Well, I mean, at the names, that's kind of an interesting thing, actually. Kind of interesting thing. Like Freddy the Rabbit? Since when was that name there? I mean, since when was that name there? I mean, interesting name, but I mean, interesting, huh? I mean, very interesting. We're saying is Freddy the Rabbit. Well, I never knew who Freddy the Rabbit was. Hmm, that's pretty bit convenient if you ask me, by the way, folks. If you ask me, that's kind of a weird name I've never met before. I actually prefer that Freddy Fazbear is better than the other rabbit. I think I don't know. I'd just say Freddy. I mean, why would have to say that? Well, Freddy the Rabbit. I was like, huh? I thought there was like a different mix by saying there was like a Freddy mixed Bonnie name. Like I was like, huh? I was like confused like his head. I would say, huh? That is just kind of weird. That's just kind of weird by actually mixing the name. Like, say like there's like a mix sense, a mix sense, sensing or whatever. by actually like, by adding two names together, by Freddy or Bonnie's name, and they were both mixed at the same time. I mean, that's just kind of freaky, if you ask me, by replacing the exact same word by replacing the reverse. I mean, that's pretty weird, though. That's pretty weird. And then as for Humpty Dumpty, the clown, oh, Humpty Dumpty the clown. Well, I don't know who Humpty the Dumpty clown is, but that makes sense too by saying it's kind of referencing by saying it's Humpty Dumpty. Wow, I mean, Humpty Dumpty, huh? Well, I think I kind of heard that before, or maybe there was like a joke about that by saying is, well, care to have some Humpty Dumpies? Or maybe there was like a movie joke reference from something else that is more preferring or something. I have no clue. And then Scarecrow. Well, isn't Scarecrow always been like the exact same name like every time, like referencing like a DC universe thing, or just mentioning like a Wizard of Oz or something? I mean, clearly there's been like many multiple names of that Scarecrow. I mean, to be truly would be respected and respectful on that name is that well, before it was a reference to a way by saying that they were bringing up like a Freddy's Fridays. Well, that's kind of like a mentioning reasoning to say is who would name a character Scarecrow? Even if it's been like two names on both sides of their own universes, and then now there's a third. Wow, that's crazy. I mean, okay, well, crazy be crazy for that one for like having like a third way to actually like say is adding Freddy's Fridays to a Scarecrow. I'm just kind of like actually like talking about on my own sentence by me actually explaining about like saying is, huh, that's actually interesting. That's really actually interesting. And well, here's another story that I was also wanting to explain was that well, Uncle Chica. Well, I was actually wanting to speak to her by the way before she was speaking to Puppet by the way. I actually did ask her a question and said was, hey Uncle Chica, have you seen BB lately? Which I actually did talk to him was talking to Balloon Boy, which I was mentioning about Balloon Boy, and said was like, well, I was talking about saying to Uncle Chica, I said was, hey Uncle Chica. And then she replied with saying was, yeah. And I said was, have you seen Balloon Boy, which is known as BB exactly? You know where BB is? And then she told me she was like going after the security guard. And then once I did see him get to the security guard, wow, things got pretty bit quick. After when I tried to jump scare him while I was at the right side of the vent, and before I would have gotten him, which I only tried that, but it didn't seem to work the way how it worked, so that kind of actually blew it. So yeah, I mean, it kind of did blew it, which I always did figure that was going to happen. But at least I tried getting to him anyway by getting to the security guard and try to like avoid most likely some different mischiefs before 6 a.m. even rises. But it kind of sucks, before 6 a.m. did would have made it, but it is what it is. I mean, it's just clearly it is what it is, I think. Just clearly what it is. So anyway, that's just pretty much how I could explain the story with, just me and Uncle Chica talking about saying is like, where's BB and stuff, like, where's Balloon Boy? And then she only told me that, that Balloon Boy was going after the security guard or just pretty much stealing his batteries for fun, just stealing his batteries. So anyway, that's just how I had to say, and that's just how I had to explain mine of the detail. And yeah, that was just pretty much my whole story. And if you guys were actually wanting to like tell me this thing is like, how I've been doing, well, the only thing I've been doing pretty great actually. I've been doing pretty great. I was just like hanging out with my toy friends, by the way, like the toy band. I was like hanging out with the toys and just hanging out with wizards lately, and then puppet. Well, I'm gonna give you guys another story why I was talking to the puppet. Well, the only reason why I was talking to the puppet, I actually did think they was talking to a puppet. Well, let's just say I was talking to the puppet and just say that I was like hanging out with him for like like 3 minutes straight. I was like hanging out with him in 3 minutes. I was just like talking to him on some stuff, like see what we were gonna be doing, like if we were like the new replacement, by the way, like telling him about like the parts, by the way, of the unlimited parts, by the way, if the parts were actually dismantled or broken, if we were like going to be like the next new characters to be on the stage and entertain children, and then with the face exactly, with pretty much the one outside the sign said was Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria too. But I think Puppet actually decided to have a different idea. Was telling David Parks, by the way, to get like a different new sign in initial, by the way, by replacing Unwithered Freddy's face to Toy Freddy's face. So that way it pretty much makes more sense. By the way, how the new whole thing gets changed. Which, it actually brings me a good idea, reasoning to ask me to say why that it was like a good idea or something. But, I was talking to Puppet to have that extent, by the way. I was talking to him on that time. Maybe I was talking to him like 3 minutes straight, just talking to him about like, if the parts were destroyed on the Unwithered parts, by the way, which, that would actually be sad if the parts were destroyed, but, that's all I have to say. So, anyway, let's just see. So anyway, let's take a look. I should give you the link to Freddy's Fridays trailer. So if anyone could do a reaction video of the Freddy's Fridays trailer, well, let's just say that we're not going to kind of react to the trailer because, we're just trying to avoid like the claim, by the way, like just like a copy claim, we're just trying to avoid the claim, because we don't let it get striked exactly. John, there's like a different explanation, like most people say, is that you're okay on the go, like you're going to have to be like, as long as that people don't like come on and just try to like give people a strike exactly, which, that's just not going to be pretty okay or not good. But I've been trying to be very aware on some certain things, on this channel, on the fourth channels, like behind exactly. But I actually do appreciate the offer to you, John. I do appreciate the offer, but I actually would just say no on the point of why that we will probably react to that trailer. It's just that we just have to be aware on things, just like keeping things on like the real side, but like keeping things, just being careful on some stuff, so that way just we don't like, we don't like to want to be receiving a complaint, by the way, by a creator who actually like did this movie, by the way, Freddy's Fridays, which we just don't want to like come on out and just like explain a different reason why about like say, hey, why are you reacting to our video? Shouldn't you be actually like giving up like saying subscribe to the original person and creator and put it on the description box? Which I mean, we are trying to be very aware where some people sometimes like, people do things, do not re-upload it or do or whatever, I don't know. I mean, it's just gonna depend on whatever people say on their box or descriptions on their about section, which I don't completely know if that's ever necessary. But I'm just trying to say that I'm trying to be very considerate aware about the claim. If the claim actually does hit the way how there might be a step in, by the way, by actually being removed or not removed. I mean, it's just going to be a bit of a hard explanation for me to explain to you, John. That yeah, we're probably not going to react to the film, so no, we're not going to react to the film. Sorry. I mean, none of us are going to react to the film, so sorry. I mean, yeah, total sorry. But, I actually am trying to say that we're actually going to be, like, doing our second film of the Final Phase 2 film, which, clearly or not, that we have not forgot about our second film of Final Phase 2, which we have not forgot about that. We pretty much are going to be making the film in our fourth channel, by the way, and we'll be considering to release the trailer, but the trailer is going to take time, take pressure, take, like, bits of, time and extent or whatever, like taking some time, like it depends by actually getting the whole trailer set it up for like the second Kingdom Fights of Freddy's, but like make his announcement, talk about like all of the stuff's gonna happen in our second trailer. It's only gonna be about us toy animatronics, wizards, and everything else that will be in the plot. Just like considering like last time, but it's a different script or a different way how the new characters, which is us, by the way, new voice actors, which you guys might probably be seeing in the trailer, just by saying who's going to be playing as who is who, just like adding name to name. But, that's all pretty much will be, like old or new. That's going to probably be changing up how that's going to go on. So don't worry about about the whole thing that's going to happen with the film or just whatever. We're going to at least try to release the film at any way possible. Even if it's 2024, then we'll see what we can do. But yeah, so my name's Toy Bonnie. So clearly or not, I hope you guys clearly understand. So yeah. Anyway, let's take a look. So anyway, John said, by the way, said was I actually watched Freddy's Fridays, and the movie wasn't that bad in my opinion. I actually like it. Oh, cool! Congratulations. Well, nice by the way. I mean, that's cool. I might type in and just say is, shoot, hold on. Let me just type on the comments for a minute. I'm just gonna type in and just type in instead was. All right, let's say is cool. Cool. Good for you, by the way. Good for you. So anyway, without that being said, I'm Toy Bonnie, and also, if you guys want to see more new videos like this, by the way, in our fourth channel, totally be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the bell to be notified. And if you guys want to see Toy Chica, by the way, oh yeah, Toy Chica will give you guys a good reaction, or give you guys a good stream, by the way, just to entertain you guys on the next stream. But don't worry about Toy Chica. She'll be ready to do another stream whenever you guys are ready to see the next one. So clearly or not, that I'm Toy Bonnie, and thank you all very much for watching. So remember, here's the four explanations. As always, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell to be notified, so that way that you guys will not miss a single video that comes on this channel. And if you guys are still excited about the Fights of Praise 2 film and our film, just this fourth channel's film, well then don't worry about it. It'll just be ready as we got. As long as that we take some time, patience, and actually just be ready what happens with it, then no worries. We'll be ready with the film. And then as for the jump scare test, by the way, oh yeah, us toy animatronics are going to enjoy the fun jump scaring the security guard, just enjoying the fun to see where our reactions are by jump scaring the security guard. But as us, toy animatronics, not on wizards, we pretty much get to do the show, just like do the original and occasional, by the way, just with the Final Fantasy 2 game, but into a plus version of the game, more creepy, more extensive creepy, but more fun. So yeah, anyway, without that being said, I'm Tony Bonnie, so be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the bell to be notified. And if you guys want to see more of the video, well, clearly enjoy the video, and it will give you guys more entertainment that you guys feel free to enjoy. So, after all, there's always the old thing that people say every time they say is, give the people what they most likely want. Just like give the people what they want, and then we'll just give it to you and just enjoy the fun. So anyway, click on here, and be sure as always, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell to be notified. And don't forget that's next up is Play Chica, Mangle, and then finally BB. And then maybe Puppet too, by the way, that gets to join us too, by the way, in the next stream, or maybe you just might never know. But anyway, Play Bonnie speaking, and I clearly hope you guys enjoyed the show and enjoyed most of everything. So again, doing one heck of a good show. It's been one heck of a good show, but I appreciate it. Totally appreciate it. Anyway, so again, Toy Bonnie speaking, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye, everybody. Thank you all for coming, and thank you all very much for watching. And if you guys actually want to say something before you get going, well then go ahead and say now, and we'll pretty much catch you guys onto the next live stream that Toy Chica will be performing in a live stream for you guys. Which, if you guys want to see Toy Chica, well then be sure to continue on enjoying our fourth channel. So anyway, again, Toy Bonnie, and see you next time. Peace out, everybody. See you later. Bye-bye, everyone. Catch you guys on the flip side, which most likely Scott says that all the time. Not all the time. He just says it for like a good reason how Phone Guy says it. By saying, catch you on the flip side. And that there is kind of a bit of a reference by saying, catch by the flip side. So anyway, Toy Bonnie speaking. See you next time. Bye-bye, everybody. See you later, and signing out. Peace out, everybody, and great again to see you next time and very soon. Bye-bye, everybody. Catch you later. Peace out.